Deep inside a jungle that thought it was very, very dangerous, lived a lion named Raja. Now, Raja looked the part. He had a magnificent mane, sharp, pointy teeth, and a roar that could scare the birds. But Raja had a secret. A big secret. He was lazy, incredibly lazy. While other lions were out hunting for their dinner, Raja preferred the simple pleasures. Lying on a warm rock, watching the clouds drift by, and having deep, dramatic thoughts like, why do I have to chase my food? Really, why can't the food just chase me for a change? One afternoon, Raja was in the middle of practicing his most terrifying, jungle-shaking roar. Ruah, he bellowed, feeling quite proud of himself. But then, a strange sound cut through the noise. Tap, tap, tap. It was a slow, steady rhythm. Raja cracked open one eye, slightly annoyed, and what he saw made him blink. Coming down the jungle path, ever so slowly, was an old woman. She wasn't running, she wasn't hiding, she was just walking, very slowly, with a little walking stick. She seemed to be having a conversation with herself. Left foot, now the right foot. Oh, my knee. Raja stared, completely baffled. Am I just really hungry? He muttered to himself. Or is that an actual person? He decided it must be real. This was his chance to prove how fearsome he was. The old woman got a little closer. Raja took a deep breath, stood up tall, and puffed out his chest for maximum effect. Ruah, the trees shook. Monkeys shrieked. Birds fled in a panic. The old woman stopped, looked up at Raja, and said, "Oh my, such a loud little kitty, kitty." Raja froze mid-roar. No one had ever called him a kitty. He was Raja, king of the jungle. He tried again, summoning all his power for a truly earth-shattering roar. Ruah, the ground practically trembled. The old woman just squinted at him. "TSK, TSK. You really should drink some warm water with honey before shouting like that. It's terrible for your throat." And with that, she just started walking again, right past him. Raja was speechless. He trotted after her, his confusion overriding his pride. "Excuse me," he said, trying a more polite approach since fear clearly wasn't working. "Aren't you, scared?" The old woman stopped, leaned heavily on her stick, and turned to him with a gentle smile. "Son," she said, her eyes twinkling, "at my age, my knees are far scarier than any lion." Raja just scratched his head with a claw. But I'm the king of the jungle," he insisted. "Oh, that's good," the old woman replied without missing a beat. "In that case, you can help me cross this muddy patch up ahead." Before Raja could even think of another roar, She gently grabbed a handful of his big, fluffy mane and used him as a handrail. "There we go. Careful now, dear lion. Don't you move an inch." And Raja didn't move. He stood perfectly still, a living, breathing guardrail. A butterfly landed on his nose. He didn't dare flick it off. A cheeky monkey started laughing at him from a nearby tree. He just pretended not to hear it. When they finally reached the other side, the old woman let go and patted his head. "Such a nice boy," she said warmly. "Nice boy." Raja felt his entire king of the jungle ego shatter into a million tiny pieces. With a heavy sigh, Raja finally slumped to the ground. "I don't even like hunting," he confessed, the words tumbling out. "I just pretend to be scary because, well, because everyone expects it." The old woman smiled kindly and sat down beside him under a large banyan tree. "Oh," she said softly, "I understand. I don't really like walking either. I just keep going because stopping feels even worse." And so they sat there together in comfortable silence. A lion who wasn't so scary, and an old woman who wasn't scared at all. After a while, she slowly got to her feet. "Well," she announced, "time for me to continue my walk." Raja nodded. "And I," he said, stretching with a big yawn, "will go and take a well-deserved nap." As the old woman shuffled away, she turned back and called out, "Oh, Raja." "Yes," he replied. "Next time you roar, try to smile a little. It scares people a lot less." Raja thought about it, and a slow, genuine smile spread across his face. And for the very first time, the king of the jungle didn't feel scary or lazy. He just felt relaxed. The moral of the story: not everyone you meet is going to be afraid of you, and that's perfectly okay. Sometimes true confidence comes from just being yourself, not from being the loudest one in the room. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this little story, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more. See you next time.